think of the way of life, what is one thing that's been around for centuries? The answer is music. Have you ever wanted to impress your friends with the fact that you can play guitar, piano, or any other instrument? Maybe impress a little special someone with something you've been working hard on? Now, I've played music for almost 3 years now, and I consider myself pretty decent at what I do, and it fills me with joy. I've been in the same boat as many of you, just waiting to impress someone, or even feel the achievement of learning something that no one else can. It's the best feeling in the world to even play yours or someone else's favorite song. In fact, according to musicnotes.com, playing music puts your energy and focus on a positive activity, which helps alleviate stress. Now, I feel as if everyone relates to music in most ways, whether they play an instrument or just listen to the music at home, work, or even in school. I'm going to try and put all your focus and passion into playing an instrument. Many of you have probably felt the same way as I did, trying to figure out the right way to let out all your emotions, all your stress, all the bad things throughout the day. Having a bad day or even a good day, you'll let go of anything when playing an instrument you love. You're having an awful day and you've got no other outlet to really blow off steam. You've been yelled at, screamed at by all your teachers, and then you end up going home and your parents do the same exact thing. And you have no other way to let out that bad energy, and you don't want to take it out on one of your siblings or one of your parents because you'll end up regretting it right after. So why don't you take all that pent up, built anger and put it into an instrument? Strum the guitar super hard, play the piano keys super hard, break something on your instrument, just not on one of your siblings' faces. You decide to take it out on one of your siblings, or even maybe someone you know, and even someone you love. Then you realize you've hurt them, and they're one of the closest people to you. Having all these problems built up inside is bad for your health and can cause future problems as you get older. Many of us here in this room are teenagers who deal with a bunch of stress throughout our busy day-to-day lives, whether it be with athletics, whether it be with homework, whether it be with actual work, whether it be at everyday home life, whether it be playing a flute, guitar, piano, or even something as simple as a recorder can help reduce the need to scream, cry, yell at the top of our lungs. According to Inc.com, it can also improve long-term memory and lead to brain development for those who start playing at a young age. Using an instrument is a great solution for those who want another way out of their head. Music stores around the globe provide any and all instruments of your choosing, no matter the musical taste. Now, I play more country and more rock songs than anything, so I decided to go with a guitar. Some of the easiest chords to ever learn are the G, the D, and the C. Now, I find a lot of ways to let out my emotions by writing my own songs, playing my parents' favorite songs, or just letting out any and all problems I have within my music. Now, Britannica.com states musical instruments are almost universal components of human culture. Obviously, the way of music has helped people like you and I get through some pretty devastating times. Ordinary people have gotten famous just by letting people know how they feel throughout their music. The feeling of the stress leaving your body is a life-changing event. The strumming of a guitar, the sound of the piano, and a whistle of a flute can actually make you feel 1,000 times better. Taking pride in these instruments, just the basic maintenance, can actually give you a feel of a lot of pride in oneself. I mean, you're sitting at an event where no one is speaking in the room. All just blank stares and nothing is said. Why don't you just pull out your guitar, portable piano key, and get the party rolling? Be the life of the party and show them what you got. I think you'll gather a whole group of people you will begin to love and understand. One of the best places I can recommend where I've purchased all of my instruments would be Guitar Center. They actually have more than just guitars there. Many support all types of musical instruments that go with rock, country, rap, pop. Now, you go and you choose to pick out an instrument. You've been playing for, let's give it 2 or 3 years. I can see you now shining in the lights. Everyone is screaming your name just to hear you play one note of their favorite song. Everyone is jumping around, singing their hearts out to the song that you wrote yourself. You brought all these people together. You brought smiles to their faces, and you've saved some of their lives. So say you choose to never even try to look at an instrument. I mean, that's totally up to you. No one's forcing your hand. What if for 1 second, though, if you were to actually pick up an instrument, play some chords, and you figured out you loved it? It could be a life-changing event in a matter of seconds. If you don't, no one will hear your pain. No one will feel the happiness that you experience. The way of the future is music. You can't and won't escape it. Everything in the world revolves around music. Don't be left in the past. Take this opportunity and make something of yourself. Don't be an ordinary person when you could be an extraordinary one. I really urge you to take the next step and try any instrument of your choosing. Don't worry, music stores have return policies, so if you don't end up liking playing an instrument, it's not your fault. Just go back and return the instrument, and everything will go back to the way it was. So I'm just gonna say, as my dad always says, all you can do is try. If you don't try, sometimes you won't succeed. We've talked about many things in this speech. I really hope you've all learned something, and I really hope I have engaged your mind into trying something new. Life Without Music, by ClassicFM.com has a claim from Einstein, who once said, "Life without playing music is inconceivable to me. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music, and I get most joy in my life out of music." So if you're ever wondering, you can ask a teacher or a musician, if you meet one, how music changed their lives. They chose music for a reason. My intentions were at the beginning of this presentation to convince you to learn an instrument, something to do constructively without your time throughout the day, to really give you a way out of your head and create something of your own. I at least hope you take away something from this, to always be open to try something new. Don't ever be afraid. You have no idea what the future holds. Thank you.